All right, we have a knife, and this one came from our friends at DLT Trading. Let me just get this off screen and open it up here real quick. And man, they do fast shipping. I swear I bought this yesterday or something, and it's already here. And I don't live near DLT Trading. These things get here fast from far. They're located in Wisconsin, and I'm in Bellingham, Washington. That's a haul. The knives get here in 2 days. Free shipping. Pretty crazy. I've never had a Strider before. And I wanted to see what these, they had a drop. I want to see what these things are about. This is the 0.75. I don't know if there's a better name for it, like the 75 or whatever. But I don't know a lot about Striders. So I go into some of these, having done a lot of research and bought them on purpose, and I buy some knives on a whim. And this one is Tanto tumbled. By the time I got on there, pretty much all the drop points were gone. And it's got a tumbled titanium surface, but to me this is the one that looked the best. So we'll see if I was right or not. You never know from website pictures, really. And there it is. Super simple. All that's in the box is just the knife. Let me soak this up for a sec, see what I think. Flat scales, frame lock. I like the see-through hole there. That's pretty cool. The blade shape's really interesting, very round. It's big. It's a pretty wild grind there. It's a hell of a Tanto. Make sure I'm not lock sticking myself. So I can definitely feel, it doesn't feel super well lubricated. Let me hit the detemp ball with a touch of lubrication here and see if that helps. Probably not supposed to for some reason, but okay, let me just get the right amount on here. I don't want to overdo it. If it's shipped this way, there's probably a reason for it. Okay. Interesting. That detemp ball really rides outside. That's something that to me is a little bit of a design flaw, is if the path for the detemp ball is something visible, because that's going to very often result in, so let me just get a tissue real quick. In a visible line where the detemp ball wears on the blade, so I'd say that's not choice. Okay, feels smoother now. There we go. It's definitely not an Evo, but it may be that it's tuned this way on purpose. It's hard to say, you never quite know what they're trying to do. If they're trying to be more of a Chris Reeve on one end of the spectrum, or a Medford, or if they're trying to be a Rotten. What's happening there is after the detemp ball comes off, the knife feels like it's just rolling pretty badly like right on here on the lock bar. And so it's just not that smooth because of that. That's weird to me. So I guess you would need to lubricate the lock bar also. Which seems a little counterintuitive. You really don't want lubricant on the front of your lock bar. Well, I remember someone once posted on my channel, oh, you're that guy that buys all the same knife and loves everything and has no critical opinion. Well, there have definitely been 1 out of every 3 videos where I've seen something like this, and I certainly have a critical opinion, whether it's, you know, frame lock or something like this. And I've definitely sent knives back that I opened on the channel, so. Hey, appreciate the comment though, for sure. You know, overall, despite that, what do I think? It's blocky, but it's, you know, pretty flexible in terms of where you can go. I'd say it's one that wants you to choke up on it. It's got a very generous finger choil, and it wants you to choke up on it. It feels very self-defense oriented in this Tanto blade shape. I like the grind. It has a very like custom feeling grind to it, like someone did this here in the US. Don't love the lock bar at all. The lock bar is like the same height on both sides. So although there's plenty of space because the knife is really wide because of the blade stock thickness, it's kind of got a sharp edge in here. See if you can see that. The sharp edge is not comfortable. It might give you good traction, but I feel like this knife is meant to be used with a good glove on. That's kind of the impression I'm getting, is that this knife isn't really meant to be used barehanded. So I don't know, not my favorite knife I've ever bought, frankly. I'd like to get like an SNG in hand, something a little smaller from them, see what that's about. These thumb studs are pretty weird too. I don't even know if they're meant to be. This is probably like a, what, a lock bar or something? No. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like, those aren't really functional thumb studs, and they're not. They're for locking in the back there. Yeah, not so sure about this one. Like, I understand some of the elements here that people would like about it, but $595. There's a lot of knife there, but I don't think it's that. I think it's worth $595 to me. You know, if a Hinder is $425, I don't see how this would cost more than a Hinder. I mean, it's definitely a more custom blade, I guess. So I'll give them that. Titanium on both sides, so that's good. Yeah, I guess I see the price difference. There's some advantages, like there's some things I like about deployment on this more, but there's things that I like more on the Hinderer for sure. Like the finger choil. Yeah, I don't think fidgetiness is what this is meant for. I don't think I have too much more to say about this one. Not really my style. Just kind of a big honkin'. Guess we'll just do a quick weigh-in, since weight does appear to be one of its qualities. Seven and a quarter ounces. So when I think of like 7 1/4, like to me, go grab a Demco 80/20 and you're gonna have the same weight, and that's just a better all-around knife to me. This I am sure, and this may run on washers. That's how little it looks like it runs on washers. That's how little I spent time looking at this. This may be one of those super hyper reliable knives that someone packs on if they work at a factory or something, packs on their hip, and they need to do like real hard stuff and they don't want this thing to feel like their knife's gonna break. It is a beast for sure. Like, it is a strong knife. So I can appreciate that for if someone needs something for just hard pounding use or whatever. Just got lock stick on it too. But aside from that, this just isn't the all-around knife that I think I look for. But it may be for you. So don't let me deter you if this is your style, or if you love these big striders. I think there's probably also some differences between this and the smaller ones. There's certainly a place for a knife like this. It just, for what I look for and what I think the average person looks for, this is definitely not your everyday knife, and it's, just kind of is what it is. So I think that's it for now. Please like, subscribe. Let me know what I don't know about these striders, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.